So you're looking for a phone on Metro PCS. Is the LG Spirit 4G for you? Find out in our review. Hey everybody, I'm Chris Wook. Now the LG Spirit 4G definitely has a lot going for it, especially for a phone that's only $200 off contract. There are some downsides though, so let's see if it's worth your hard-earned cash, starting with the specs. The LG Spirit 4G features a 1.2 GHz dual-core Qualcomm Snapdragon processor, 4.5-inch QHD display with a resolution of 960 by 540 pixels, 1 GB of RAM, and 4 GB of internal storage expandable via microSD. It has 5 megapixel and 1.3 megapixel rear and front-facing cameras respectively, and is capable of capturing 1080p video. All of this is powered by a 2150 mAh battery. The build quality of the LG Spirit 4G feels generally sturdy while still keeping the phone light. I'm normally a big fan of the design of LG devices, but this time not quite so much. Maybe it's the electric razor look of the textured plastic. The phone isn't ugly, but I don't love the look as much as I do with higher-end LG phones. The Spirit 4G has a nice feel to it and should fit easily in most hands. I did find the power button on the right side was placed a little too high for my tastes, but this is a relatively minor issue. The display has its share of pluses and minuses. Starting with the negatives, the 960 by 540 resolution is a little lower than we'd like to see. On the plus side, it doesn't look bad at all on the 4.5-inch screen. If we were looking at a 5-inch plus display, this would be a much bigger issue than it is. Colors are vivid and text and icons are rendered very sharply. We've seen better displays on high-end phones, of course, but for the price, this is very good. I know what to usually expect from a combination of a dual-core Qualcomm Snapdragon chipset and a lower-res display, so I was expecting performance to be fairly good. I was still surprised at how well this phone performed. While the average Antutu benchmark score of around 11,800 isn't incredibly impressive, real-world performance was very good. Scrolling through various screens was always smooth, apps launched quickly, and the games we threw at it worked very well. Running Epic Citadel in benchmark mode was impressive, especially the final average frame rate of 59 frames per second. It's disappointing, but the LG Spirit 4G runs Android 4.0.4 Ice Cream Sandwich, and as of right now, there haven't been any concrete announcements of a Jelly Bean update. As usual, LG is running its own skin on top, so don't expect the stock Android interface. The usual Google apps, including Chrome, are included, and a bunch of other apps from LG and Metro PCS. If you're like me, and I know I am, you'll probably never use them. The 5-megapixel rear-facing camera is usable, but not too impressive. It'll take a picture of whatever you point it at, but chances are good that the picture won't be anything too special. The front-facing camera shares this issue. Colors aren't especially vivid, and images tend towards the washed-out side. The 1080p video capture is sharp and motion is smooth, but the video has the same somewhat bland look as photos do. While the battery capacity of 2150 mAh may seem on the small side, the combination of a low pixel count and a Snapdragon chipset squeezes quite a bit of life out of it. During testing, I was running benchmarks, games, playing videos, and eventually even tried to kill the battery by letting Epic Citadel run endlessly, and I still got over 7 hours. The battery is replaceable as well, which is nice to know if the power runs down over time. To sum up, the LG Spirit 4G is easily one of the best options available in its price range on Metro PCS. Performance is great, so if you can deal with a few minor issues, it's a great pick for $200 contract free. Still haven't made up your mind or just want to know more? Well, we have a full written review as well at AndroidAuthority.com. You can find the link in this video's description. Now, we have new videos going up all the time, so if you don't want to miss a thing, make sure to subscribe to our channel. I'm Chris Wook for Android Authority. As always, thank you for watching.